Sorry about the delay. We apologize. But we here. That's what
Hmm.
counts. That's what matters. Happy Friday. I hope everybody's having a great day, a great Friday. It's beautiful outside. Um, but you already know, man. It's the last day of us on the show of this week. So we got some topics to talk about. Topic on number one on what is the word, and what's the word is the results of the basketball games, playoff games yesterday. How do you feel about it? What's your thoughts? What kind of stuck out to you? Uh yeah, just that in general. Like, what's your thoughts about what happened took place yesterday?
Well, first let's talk about your Timberwolves. I was very shocked, bro. I was very shocked. I mean, Anthony Edwards was out, Dante DiVincenzo was out, and then then we gonna get to the Sixers. We gotta see the best for
Yeah,
last.
yeah, we're gonna get to him, brother. We're gonna
we
get to
got
him.
we gotta see the best for last. And then the other boy who scored 40 points for y'all, I forgot his name. It's like Ayo or something.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Fuck.
he,
Hey, 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 watch your mouth on the podcast, all right?
uh, he, he was out too. So I'm like, there's no way that the Timberwolves are going to beat the Nuggets this game. I look at the score, and I ended up pulling it out. So I gotta clap my hands to y'all. You know, because I wasn't expecting it. So
This shit.
y'all played good ball. Y'all got rid of Jokic and Jamal Murray. So kudos to y'all.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. I know you was talking about the Timberwolves, but the thing that kind of stuck me out was the Sixers. I ain't gonna hold you. I always had confidence in my Wolves. You know what I mean? I knew we was gonna pull it off. I had the belief, But the thing that kind of stuck out to me was the 76ers. How they played tremendously. I kind of figured that they was gonna have a blowout with the Boston Celtics. But I ain't gonna lie, this is the first time that I'm gonna say this. Um that the Sixers is going to win in Boston Game 7. I seen enough. I seen enough from Game 5 and Game 6 to really show that this team is not playing. This team is not is no joke. They are on demon time. They really on that type time. And we heard what Joel Embiid said last night. He said, "I'm tired of losing to them." So his mentality is he's ready to dominate. And I feel like this series is very very different. Because even though the Boston Celtics is I talk about highly about the Boston Celtics, because their team is so dynamic. But the only reason why they're dynamic is because of their shooting ability. You know, the shooting ability to to play ball, with the 3 pointer and really be dominant in that type of fashion, which makes them very dangerous. And if you take that away, they don't really have no threat. So Sixers really definitely exposed them, and then you add Joel Embiid into the mix. Nobody in that Celtics lineup can stop him. Period. Yeah, and I mean, literally, he can literally drop like six, like 36 by himself, and the teamwork and them working together with Paul George. He's snapping. He was snapping yesterday. Tyrese Maxey, VJ, all of them. I feel like if they continue with that type of mentality, they can walk out of Boston with a Game 7 win, and I truly believe it's going to happen. And I think they're going to do it.
Okay, well, let me talk about the best team in the NBA, the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh
The
my
beast of the
God.
East. Not only are we going to beat Boston in 7, we're going to beat everybody. We're going to beat the East, and we're going to beat the West because the Sixers are the best team in the NBA.
Okay,
Um,
one game at a time. All right.
now last game. No. Let's talk about from the beginning. In the beginning of the series, you told me that you only had us either winning one game or we was going to get swept. I told you when Joel Embiid comes into this game and he gets healthy, it's going to be a different series.
I said that.
Sure.
I
I
definitely did
told you.
say that. I
When
said
Joel
that.
Embiid, when Joel Embiid came, no, you did say that,
I
but
did say that.
you ain't have us going to Game 7 at first.
You're right
Or
though.
you
You're
ain't
right.
you had us win at least at the most 2 games.
You're right. You're right. I
You
said if
ain't-
Embiid wasn't in the equation.
Now, if Embiid wasn't in the equation, you didn't have us win anything.
Yeah.
We won one. We won one without Embiid.
Y'all did.
We did.
Y'all did.
So actually, we won two without Embiid. Or did we win one? No, we won one without
One.
Embiid.
No, we
Well, we
just
won
won.
one
Yeah.
without Embiid. That's all we needed. Um, Joel Embiid is unstoppable. They can't stop him. They have no big man that can play defense.
Right.
Told you the Celtics are one dimensional on offense. All they can do is shoot threes, and more than likely in Game 7 they're not going to change that. They're going to keep doing that. They're going to keep on trying to shoot the three, trying to find a shot, and if it's not falling, then we're good. You feel me? They
Mm-hmm.
can't do anything. They don't have no other bread and butter besides shooting that three. So other than that, um, Tyrese Maxey, when Tyrese Maxey gets going, you can't stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stop that. I mean, everybody's so focused on double teaming Joel Embiid, but once you double team Joel Embiid is making that open pass. He's passing the ball around. He's getting 8 assists a game. He's getting the rebounds. VJ is getting the rebounds. You can't stop this Sixers team. The Sixers team is too dominant. Everybody always talked about how the Sixers team they ain't been playing together. They don't have a lot of chemistry. But when you look at this team on the court, I see a lot of chemistry between the guys. They
Mm-hmm.
want to play for each other. They're playing to win. They're playing to get to the next round. They're playing not only for the big man, for my boy Kyle Lowry, Philly native. They want to see Kyle Lowry get one more before he retires. Yeah, yeah. We on that with Boston. I want any Boston fan to say something to me because I'm on that. We on that. Go Sixers, go.
If y'all Boston Celtics fan, make sure y'all put on the live chat and talk and talk to whoever you want to talk to or whatever to your boy Sean. Listen here. I don't like the Celtics either. I mean, I don't like them either. I mean, I'm low key rooting for y'all because I can't stand the Celtics. I don't want them to advance. I want the Sixers to move on for a change. But yeah, though. But yeah, everything that you said, bro, was basically on point. And
Yeah,
yeah, you
that's
know what
the
I'm
that's
saying.
the no brother. That's the unofficial mascot for the Philadelphia 76ers. We already got our ring sizes.
Oh my God.
We got our ring sizes already.
Is that right?
That's right.
All right. Well, I really hope that y'all can pull it off tomorrow. I think y'all think y'all will. Um, but we're gonna talk about the Sixers in a second, but we're gonna piggyback to the Timberwolves for a second. Um, and I had a question about Jokic.
Hmm.
Um, since that Jokic lost to the Wolves, how does that affect him him in his career, a good way or a bad way?
I don't think it affects him at all.
Why you
Only
say?
because Jokic is already there's a lot that goes into Jokic's name. You feel what I'm saying? Jokic is already considered one of the best big men. Literally arguing putting his name with the all time greats. His name is already with those all time greats. So I don't think this loss, even though he lost to a depleted Timberwolves team, I don't think it really does anything on his resume. And he was playing good throughout the series. You feel me? It's not like he didn't show up and he just played horribly throughout that whole series. Then you can be like, oh, that's a bad look on him. But he played good during the series. So I think it does nothing. I think it just shows that this team needs to go back and add. This team can't. It's not the that same Denver Nuggets team. Go Hawks.
They
Hey,
home. Last time I checked,
hey, go Hawks. Hawks, y'all doing y'all thing. Oh yeah, never
they
mind.
lost
Yeah,
last
y'all
night,
are.
brother. They home.
I
They
was about to
home.
say they doing anything. I forgot y'all just did. Y'all got blown out. Damn.
And we sorry about that. I'm
Yeah,
cracking
go.
up.
Yeah, go Hawks. Go home. It's cool. It's cool. Hawks are in Florida.
No, no,
They
I
in
respect
Florida.
the Hawks. They gave it a good fight, a real good
They
fight.
did. They did.
I respect the Hawks. Yo, Manny Glover. Yeah, I respect the Hawks, no doubt. It was so brutal.
That was brutal. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
fucked up.
If my Sixers lose that bad tomorrow, I might not watch basketball for the rest of the year.
Oh no, we gotta watch basketball, brother.
Not not if I get blown out like that, bro. I can't do it. I don't think I could do it.
I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. They look so focused, bro. I really feel they're gonna pull it off.
All right, yeah.
But I
Okay.
mean, but but well, you was finished with what you thought, right? Or
Yeah, I'm finished.
all right. So I wouldn't say this is a bad look for Jokic or a good or bad look per se.
Mhm.
But I do feel like it's a bad look for the team. When you like you said before, Jokic was balling that whole entire like series. Man was
Mhm.
dropping on like over 25 points a game. So he was doing his job. That's what I'm talking about, Manny. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
He
sir.
stay locked in. Make sure you share it to somebody as well. But yeah though. So yeah, so I think it's a bad indictment on the team because you're talking about Ant left and got hurt. They lost DiVincenzo with a tore Achilles. Ant Man, who's the best player of that team, literally the best player of that team, was gone, and it was literally what you said, a depleted type squad, and as a
Yeah.
result, you couldn't get the job done. Even though you was up, even though you were down 3-1, you know what I mean. It still
Yeah.
was a
What's
depleted
up?
team.
What's up?
What's up? What's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you. Make sure you come and join in the live chats. But
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Like, comment, and subscribe.
that's right. That's right. But yeah, it's well, maybe it was too much of a hole for them to really kind of dig themselves out of because they was in a 3-1 hole. But I think in all likelihood, I mean, it was still a depleted Timberwolves team. I mean, Rudy Gobert, he stepped up in a way that I thought he wasn't gonna step up. You know, I thought Rudy was just gonna be Rudy doing Rudy bull crap. You know what I mean? But
Mhm. I'm
you
from
know.
Algeria and love you guys. We love
I
you
know
too.
that's right. I know that's right, bro. All the Nigeria, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, make sure you come on and subscribe and share it to somebody. We appreciate you coming and that definitely, bro. But yeah, though, yeah. So yeah, in general, man, it's very sad that they went home, but but it's kind of like an indictment on the team because they could have rallied up together and really found a way to uh beat the
Um,
Minnesota Timberwolves. You know,
mhm.
so
Yeah, that's why I agree with you because I'm like I can't say it's bad on Jokic because he did play good, but it is a bad look on that organization for
yeah,
sure. When the I had your best player out, so there's no reason why they shouldn't have made it to at least game 7. Because I feel like if y'all would have went to game 7, I do think Ant Man probably would have played. But
mhm,
with Ant Man not playing, you couldn't beat them. Shows a lot about not only the Denver Nuggets, but it shows the fight that the Timberwolves have. So I
absolutely.
respect the Timberwolves. I respect the Timberwolves for getting it done without their best player, letting Anthony Edwards get that rest.
And you gotta also think that just by that alone, because I think their next opponent is with the San Antonio Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I know, Ant's not gonna be ready for the kickoff of that series. You
Mm-hmm.
never know. They can get a game in San Antonio. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
they could, but the only thing with this team versus the the Nuggets, this is a young team that's hungry. This
Yeah,
this Spurs team is hungry. So without Anthony Edwards, y'all gonna have your hands full. I'm not gonna lie.
we will.
Y'all could get it done. I mean, I just seen y'all do it with the Nuggets, but it's gonna be a lot going against Wimby. Wimby and Jokic, they two different types of animals. They both animals, but they two different types.
Yeah, you right. But we're gonna see. We definitely gonna see. But yeah, pick it back to I told you we was going back to your Sixers. We pick back to to Timberwolves. Now we're going back to your Sixers. All right, don't
Sure.
worry about it. We're gonna talk about some more. So I
Okay.
have a question, bro. As the Sixers is continuing to expose the Celtics, um, in your opinion, if they win Game 7, do you feel like that they are a real threat to winning in the East or possibly the championship?
Yes. Definitely the East. Let's just start with the East at first.
Okay.
I definitely think we can win the East. I mean, at this point, if we beat Boston, I think the next best team that I've seen
The
playing in these playoffs is the Knicks.
Knicks,
I
yeah.
think the Knicks would be the next best team, and the Knicks is another rival of ours. So I feel like we getting through our rivals one by one.
We
Our
are.
biggest rival first,
Mhm.
Boston. If we get through them, cool. I think our next biggest rival is the New York Knicks, and
Mhm.
we got a lot of payback for them too. We got a lot of payback for the Knicks. The Knicks do a lot of talking. And as much as I hate Boston, I hate the Knicks. I think I might hate the Knicks even more, bro, because the Knicks to me is a bunch of fake. It's a bunch of fake fans on that team. All those superstars and all those celebrities want to be at the games. It just makes me mad, bro. It just makes me mad as a Sixers fan. I'm tired of seeing all the superstars and all the fans going to these Knicks games. All want to be Boosie all on the sideline, getting pulled off the chair. They think this is a game. They think this is a TV show. They don't take this seriously. They don't take it seriously. So if you thought you heard me talking for Boston, you really gonna hear me talking for New York. I want to see New York fans comment too because I got something for y'all too. But yeah, if we win this game against Boston, I definitely think we win in the East. Now when it comes to winning the whole thing, more than likely we're gonna end up facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. So do I think we can beat the best team in the league? Yes, because I think we are the best team in the league. If we get to the finals, Joel Embiid, you're gonna see MVP Joel Embiid come back up. I guarantee it. If Joel Embiid touches the final, Joel Embiid is gonna do everything he can to win that finals.
I believe that.
Like
I believe
when
that.
I say everything, I mean everything, bro. He's gonna do whatever he after what Kawhi did to him, after him having him cry. Nah, he's gonna do whatever he can to win that final.
And
Especially
that's
that's
that,
the
all I was gonna say, and that's right there what I was going to say, bro. Because I was talking to my man's, and I was saying like, this is another Game 7. This is
Mhm.
another Game 7 that Joel Embiid is facing. Now, last time he played a Game 7, Bull was in tears. Kawhi dropped that crazy shot that made him
You know what
go,
the crazy
go
thing is?
home.
I don't even think that was the last game seven.
Who was the last Game 7?
Was
I think that was the
I,
last Game 7.
for some reason I feel like we played a game seven with James for some reason.
No, it
For
was
some,
6. They went down with 6. They game,
so
yeah, they
we
went down
okay.
6.
So the
Yeah,
last couple times must have been game six then.
yeah, it was
So the
Game
one with Ben
6.
Simmons was six too. I can't remember if Ben Simmons was six when he didn't shoot the layup against the Hawks.
Yeah, that was 6 too.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
that was
yeah,
6 too. Yeah.
go ahead with your thoughts, brother.
No, but yeah, but I was gonna say yeah. That's what I'm saying. The last time that Joel was able to face a Game 7 like this was
Hmm.
in Toronto with that crazy shot that Kawhi did, and so that's why I feel like that Joel is really going to like take advantage of this opportunity. Because it's like, first of all, he's tired of losing the Boston Celtics. He already said that. And number
Hmm.
two, I feel like that he feels some type of way because it's more like a flashback of what happened with him in Toronto with Kawhi doing that crazy shot that kind of got him, you know, and his feelings and stuff like that. And I don't think that he wants to endure with that again. And so I feel like that he's definitely locked in for this
Hmm.
game for sure. That's why I really feel that y'all gonna wind up with the W because uh um I'm pretty sure Joel don't want to feel that type of feeling again.
Yeah, I agree. He don't want to have that feeling again, and I feel like I don't know if I'm maybe I could be tripping, but to me it kind of feel different from him coming back from injury from the other times he came back from injury. Like I feel
Yeah,
like he's more dominant. He really wants it.
yeah. Yeah,
And I
me
feel like
too.
the pieces around him are actually performing. Tyrese is performing. You got Paul George is performing.
Yeah.
Um, the one thing when we had, let's just say, like the only other time we had the superstars that actually performed was the Jimmy Butler era. That's the only time I feel like when we had James Harden. James Harden performed when he was by himself, but
Hmm.
then disappeared when Joel Embiid came back.
That's right.
But now that Joel Embiid came back, you see Tyrese again is performing. Paul George is performing, and you got even your rookie and VJ Edgecombe. He's putting up his numbers that he needs to put up.
Hmm.
Even Kelly Oubre, a wild card, is he's performing. So it's like you got a whole team performing, and then your backup center Andre Drummond is coming in, putting in rebounds, giving you corner threes, something that wasn't even a part of his game. So he's
Yeah.
showing that he's trying to up his game to help this team out. So I just really like what this Sixers team is doing. I feel like it has a lot of depth. It's a lot of pieces that on that bench that can go off at any time that you really don't really talk about. But
Hmm.
when we talk about a lot of the teams that have a lot of depth, I know we said that the Hawks had a lot of depth that the one time, but the Sixers have a lot of depth. If you look at a lot of people on that bench, then went off for 30 points at one point in this
The
in the
series.
career. Yeah, not
Oh,
this series in the
I mean, on the
in this
career.
season
Oh,
or
okay.
this season. This season, a lot of these players went off for at least 30 points on that bench. So it's not this season, but their career. So it's a lot of depth on this team. I think this team can really compete with anybody when Nick Nurse. When I remember, I told you a couple episodes ago, I said I need to fire Nick Nurse because he's not doing nothing. He's not doing no coaching. He's not.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a defensive coach, and I didn't see it, but now I'm seeing it. I'm
Right.
seeing that defensive mind of them stopping the threes, them getting turnovers. I'm seeing that defensive mind that Nick Nurse is, and now
Hmm.
that's making me want to keep Nick Nurse and, if anything, get rid of the people in the front office. But I respect Nick Nurse. I'm seeing the defense, and I'm seeing this fight, so I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel the same way to you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I was one of those people that was like, the Sixers ain't got no chance in hell. Yeah, I was one of
Mhm.
those people, and they shocked me. The Sixers definitely have shocked me. They definitely made this series very entertaining, and the Celtics kind of made them look, in a way, the way that they were playing. It was kind of like that they were showing that the Sixers was a cakewalk, and now they're
Mhm.
really feeling that like that they like this series is slipping out of their hands. Especially they was up, I think, with like 3-1. They was up 3-1, yeah. And them for them to come back and win this series because Jalen Brown was being cocky, Jason Tatum was being cocky, and so and it bite them and it bite them in the ass, you know.
Yeah.
And now look at it, it's game 7, and I think they're gonna take them home. You know, and it looks that way to me. And the fact that they expose you like that, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy because even if somehow, some way the Celtics win, they're not getting past um the second round. They're not against the New York Knicks. They're not. And
Yeah.
so yeah, but I don't think it's gonna get to that point. I think the Sixers is gonna win. It's gonna wind up being the Sixers and the Knicks in the semifinals. But yeah, though, yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen tomorrow night. But yeah, a lot of people was putting their money on the Celtics, but I think the Sixers gonna pull this one out. Let's we'll hope and
Mhm.
see if they can pull it out.
Yeah, and
Which
I
I
was gonna
believe they will.
say, even thinking about the road of the Eastern Conference, let's just say Detroit somehow comes back, we'll be facing Detroit next if they win and we win. So, and I like our chances against Detroit.
Me too. Me too.
So I was like, just looking at the series, just thinking about all the possible matchups. I like the road that the Sixers have to go on if we beat Boston.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, cause yeah, yeah, you're right though. You're absolutely right. But yeah, we definitely gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna stay tuned. What's gonna happen? We definitely gonna give you some content about what happened on tomorrow night's game because we ain't gonna be live tomorrow night. But yeah, though. But you know, since we talk about basketball and what's been transpired from basketball, let's move from basketball to NBA. So it was reported.
to NFL.
NFL, my bad, y'all. NFL. Yeah, so it was reported that George Pickens signed his franchise tag.
Hmm.
In your opinion, bro, or and everybody else, and I want everybody to answer this. Just because asked, Sean the questions, everybody else in tune, everybody engaged. You know what I mean? So, but the question is, by him signing um this franchise tag, what do you think? What do you think is next now? What do you think is next now after he signed that franchise tag?
I really don't think it really moved that much. I think yeah, he signed it, but I think he still wants that long term extension.
Yeah,
Um, if they're not able to come out with a long term extension, I think next thing he's gonna want to trade. I mean, he already talked about it. He already said that he wants a long term extension. I don't think that just goes away overnight.
right.
So, especially if he start playing good in the beginning of the season, he's going to want that extension. And if he's not getting it, he will bring up the trade talks again. So, it's good for now. I say that it's good for now. I think it brings peace into they going into their camp. But how much peace are you going to get if he brings it back up? He
All
still has
right.
the same agent. Um, they want to get paid. They made it known they want to get paid. I don't think George Pickens is just going to play and risk him getting hurt. Because if he gets hurt, then he doesn't get that money that he could have got.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing.
Um, I feel you on that. I don't know. I'm kind of having mixed feelings about this whole situation with George Pickens. Because well, one thing about with franchise tag is that if you get a franchise tag and you decide not to play, they can't, fine you. You know what I mean? All that money is guaranteed. So it's kind of like the ball is kind of like in his court because say if, he signed the contract, but he's still looking for a long-term deal during the time heading into the season and he still doesn't get it.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because we don't know if
Yeah,
he
hold
has
on. Hold on.
huh?
My fault, brother. I see the lights going up. I appreciate. We appreciate everybody liking, keep commenting. We want to see it. We want to see y'all involvement. We want to see y'all engagement. So we
That's right.
appreciate y'all.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Got up to 6. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, though. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like a with the signing is like you don't know what is his mindset is going to be. His George probably is like, okay, I'm gonna sign this, but I still want a long term deal heading into training camp, heading into the season or something like that. Um, because last time he made an ultimatum, either he was going to get a long term deal or he wanted to get traded, one or the other. Now, in
Hmm.
my opinion, I feel like when it's all said and done, they're not going to pay him. Uh, they're not going to
Yeah,
pay him top
probably.
dollar. I feel like it's not going to happen. I do feel like it's going. That's what I'm saying. It feels like it's peace. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you don't know what his mentality is by him signing that contract because at the end of the day, he can not play. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Him
That's
continuing,
facts.
you know what I mean? He cannot play. He can, not attend the training camp and stuff like that and still get paid that guaranteed money on that franchise tag contract. You feel me? So
Mhm. Yeah.
literally the ball is really on George Court for real. And
Hmm.
that's why I'm saying I don't know the whole entire game plan he has. Maybe he wants to keep the peace and he wants to play um, or maybe he signed it, or he was signed and let Jerry know, like, all right, I'm gonna sign this, but we need to make up a deal by a certain time, or whatever the case may be. Because you already know the same agent that George has was the same agent as Micah Parsons. So, and
Hmm.
we already know that him, his agent, and Jerry Jones doesn't get along, and so at all.
Hmm.
So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I think when it's all said and done, um, they're not going to be able to get a contract extension for him, and he's going to wind up going somewhere else. And it's sad though, but I understand it, but then I don't because you're paying top dollar with two wide receivers with CD Lamb, but I feel like you don't gotta pay him top dollar that much for real, for real. If you're trying to
You know,
keep,
some CD
huh?
or George. You talking about CD or George?
George, yeah,
George.
George.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't feel like you gotta pay as much money as you paying CD Lamb. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But at the same time, Jerry, he feels that he wants to, uh uh cheat on everybody and want to take
Mhm.
people's money, the players' money, but it's unfortunate where George is at in this stage of what's going on, and the fact that Jerry's always been taking advantage of the franchise tags of different players. There's not even Micah. You go back to those players that he played that he owned that in the 1990 and 90s, man, with Deion Sanders, with Troy Aikman, you know what I mean, with all them guys, and how they had a
Mhm.
whole documentary about how he was screwing players constantly. You feel what I'm saying? For him to be this big, iconic the way he is right now with the Dallas Cowboys franchise. So it's the mentality of Jerry Jones is just not right. You know what I mean? Because you have to honor people's value. You know what I mean? Especially they going to your franchise and they representing you and they representing you the right way. You should pay them was rightfully theirs. You know what I mean? And the fact that he wants to cheat on people and want to wait on contracts. You know what I mean? Wait on contract and not let agents not be a part of the deal. It's just very disappointing. It's just very disappointing, and he should be ashamed of himself. And especially him as a leader, as the Dallas Cowboys, and everybody's following his lead. It's just a damn
Yeah,
shame.
well, that's where you got it wrong. He ain't no leader. He's just the face. He ain't no leader.
I said a bad leader.
Nah, nah, he ain't a leader at all. He
All
ain't no
right,
leader.
but I mean, if
He's
you,
never been a leader. Jerry probably think he a part of the team. He probably in his head he probably think he the man. It's Jerry's world.
yeah, it
That's what they
is.
say. That's what they call it
It is.
down there. That's what they call it down there. Jerry's world. That's how delusional they are. It's Jerry's world. But yeah, I mean, but you seen it. You seen it all the time. I mean, they didn't want to pay Zeke. They ended up paying him. They didn't want to pay Dick. They ended up paying him. They didn't want to pay CeeDee Lamb. They ended up paying him. So now I guess he's trying to go away from that trend of paying people that he didn't want to pay. And
Mhm.
it all started with Micah. It all started with Micah, and they got rid of him. Now you got George Pickens. So I tell you this, George Pickens is one of those athletes who can be a hothead. So yeah, yeah, if he wants that money and y'all don't give him that money, I guarantee you it's gonna be a problem for that organization.
Oh no, absolutely. It's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean they it's a reason why they call him NFL YoungBoy. So
I'm crying.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Y'all
crying.
gonna have to see that side. I hope y'all don't have to see that side, Dallas fans, but y'all gonna have to see that side of y'all don't give him his money.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm an Eagles fan. Bring on the drama.
Yeah, I know. I don't mind either. But for
But
the
yeah,
Cowboys fans out there, I just
but it is a shame. It's definitely a shame how he does that to so many players. But at the same time, like you said, it's Jerry World. He gonna do what he want to do when he want to do it, how he want to do it. Um,
mhm.
it's not right, but that's I guess that's his mentality. But well, here's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to let us know about the whole George Pickens situation. What do you feel about him signing the franchise tag? Do you disagree with it? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Let us know on the comment below. But we're gonna move on and continue on football. We're gonna continue on football. Now we're talking about George Pickens, but we're also gonna take a little road trip on the side, look on the side on the
Mhm.
choo 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 train, and go on the Russell Wilson train. Now it's been reported that Russell Wilson is strongly considering to take over to be could be joining CBS to take Matt Ryan's spot as broadcasting. Um,
Hmm.
he's strongly considering it. In your opinion, bro, or the question is, do you feel like Russell should consider retiring and heading to broadcasting? What do you think about him hanging it up?
Most definitely. I think retirement is definitely something that he should strongly consider. I mean, just thinking about Russell Wilson's legacy. I mean, how many more years should he be a backup? Because at this point in his career, he's not going to be a starter nowhere.
Yeah,
So if he goes to another team, he's going there to be the backup. And I feel like if he goes to CBS, that really helps him. He could be the man. You feel me? He can find that his place again because he knows football.
he
There's no
does.
question about that. And a lot of these players that go to the to be a broadcaster has been doing good. They've been having a lot of success. So I feel like Russell Wilson has the personality to have that success as well. Um, I just don't see no point of him backing up nobody. I mean, I seen that they was talking about him going to the Jets. What's the point of backing up Geno Smith? There's no point in doing that. You going to back up people for the rest of your career until you retire? It's just to me, I don't feel like that's the Russell Wilson move because I feel like Russell Wilson wants to be on the field. Even at this point, he feels like he can play and he wants to touch the field and play. So he should have that unless he's going to have the opportunity to start, retire.
I feel you. Yeah, I get it. I don't disagree with you on that either. I feel like that his time is up. He needs to hang it up. Um, he did a lot for the NFL. Um,
Mhm.
you can honestly say that if he does continue playing football, he is not going to get a starting job in any team.
Mhm.
His stock value is way low, below low. I think the more that he plays, the lower that his stock gets. I mean, as of right now, and because of the slippage of his career, and yeah, I think he'll do a great job at broadcasting. I think he got the swag to do it. I think he'd be good broadcasting or probably be a co-host. You know what I mean, to like NFL
Mhm.
or something like that. I think he has like the personality, like you said, but also the swag. He got a certain swag about Russell that's just a nice positive, air, but in him. And I think he'll do a great job. I know some people. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people do broadcasting, but some of them are not that good. I'm not even gonna hold you. Or some of them are the good, but some of them
Mhm.
are annoying, like Tony Romo. I like Tony Romo, but
Mhm.
I don't like him doing broadcasting at all. Like I can't stand it. But I really can't stand it. But I,
What don't you like about Tony?
bro. He tells the play before the play even happens. Like, let us watch TV. Let us watch what's going on. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
Brady used to do that too, but he calmed down with it a little bit. So I'm chilling off Brady. I think Brady nice with it. I think with Brady, I think with him being on Fox is definitely good because it'll bring out more audience because he's Brady. You know what I'm saying? And America's Game of the
Yeah.
Week, everybody want to see it. Everybody want to hear Tom Brady. That's a prime time Sunday type voice, Brady. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
um, at first I ain't like Brady, but he improved and stuff like that. So I'm cool with him. But Tony Romo,
Yeah.
no, bro.
Mhm.
I think he need to get in the booth or be inside inside of the halftime show report with them guys or something like that, but not inside the field with talking to the broadcasters on top of the booth. No, he's no, I don't like. I mean, I don't like it personally. I mean, that's just me. You know what I mean? I don't know if you like
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah, I think I just don't pay attention to Tony Romo, so I can't even give you an answer on that.
it's hard because all he does is talk.
Yeah,
All you do is hear,
I
yeah, yeah,
I, I
yeah,
think
yeah,
the
yeah.
next this season, I think I'm gonna have to actually listen to hear Tony Romo talk. So this season, I'm gonna pay attention and I'll tell y'all how I feel about Tony Romo.
Trust me, you're gonna feel the same way. You be like, God damn. You feel me? But
Yeah,
but yeah, though, I feel like it's time for Russell to hang it up. You know, he had a great career. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know about first ballot, uh, but he's gonna be in the Hall. He's already, you know, his name is already cemented. You know what I mean? His goal is in the Golden Stars. It's time to hang it up and choose a different profession. And and I think he'll do just well in broadcasting as well, because of the type of guy he is. I guess that will make his I think his personality to a different type of way instead of in the football field. You know what I mean? Because what we
mhm.
know is Russell in the football field. We don't really know Russell when he out there talking and engaging in other people and stuff like that. I mean, we see it sometimes, like if he goes like
Yeah.
hospital or
I was
something
gonna
like
say
that. But like,
I was gonna say, yeah, I agree and kind of disagree only because I feel like we get to see Russell Wilson's personality with his relationship. I
but
feel
that's what I
like
was gonna say.
that
Yeah,
that's a yeah, yeah. I feel like that side we get to see the funny side of Russell Wilson, the cool side of Russell Wilson, just with him being with Sierra. So I think we'll get to definitely see more of that. Besides seeing him have scrutiny with like coaches like Sean Payton just or the left or the Steelers, where we
hmm
just look at him in a different light because he's not playing the same. I feel like
right.
him going to broadcasting, we'll start looking at him again as Russell Wilson that was a champion.
Yeah, that the Russell Wilson that we all know and love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah, we talking about Russell. We gotta talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. You know,
mhm.
we talk about the NFL. We can't talk about the NFL, and we can't not include the Philadelphia Eagles with it. You know, I think in my opinion, they're you know um you know America's team. Screw the
Yeah.
Cowboys. But but yeah though. But also but it was new news that it was reported
Mhm.
that the new superstar wide receiver Makai Lemon picked out a number. He grabbed a number from Nick Foles, legendary number 9, and he Foles got his blessing and he's wearing his number. Do you like this move or you not?
I do. I know I've seen a lot of people saying they don't like it because they feel like once a number is getting retired, it shouldn't be worn again. But in my opinion, I feel like first of all, Nick Foles gave him his blessing. So that says enough right there. If Nick Foles is willing to give his blessing to him out of all the people that's been playing in the league, I feel like all right, Makai Lemon's probably getting ready to
Really
show us
special.
something. Number
Yeah.
two, yeah, he's special. Number two, it's not promised that Makai is gonna stay in the number 9 for the rest of his career. I mean, we see people change their number all the time. We just seen Abdul Carter do it last season or this season. He changed it from 51 to what number 0
Yeah, something like
or
that.
number
Yeah.
1 or something.
Number
But
one, yeah.
yeah, we just seen him change his number. So it's like just because he has number 9 now doesn't mean he's gonna have 9 for the rest of his career. I mean, it's a bunch of he just wanted a single digit. Once he's single digits, like Keely Ringo, when Keely Ringo's going, 7's gonna open up. If Jake Elliott ever leaves, number 4 is gonna open up. So it's like it's a bunch of single digit numbers that could open up that he could move to if we want to retire that Nick Foles jersey number. So I like it. I think it shows that Lemon is gonna be a dog, and he doesn't take it lightly. He said that he knows the pressure that comes with wearing that number 9, and he's ready for it. So I like it.
Um, I ain't gonna lie, when you put it that way, in those terms that you just said, I
Hmm.
don't know. I kind of had mixed feelings about it. For me,
Mhm.
but like I said, I feel like that he won't wind up changing his number. I don't think he's going to stay number 9 his whole entire career. Because at first I didn't really like it. But I
Mhm.
mean, first, but then what you just said that Nick Foles gave him his blessing. that speaks a whole lot. You know what I mean? Because he ain't have to do
Mm,
that. You know what I'm saying? And him out of all people, he said yes to. Um, this man, Nick Foles, has a statue. This man has a
mm,
statue in front of Lincoln Financial Field. This man is legendary in his Eagles in all the way. He did. This man gave us he gave the Eagles their first championship in franchise history. So it's
mm.
obviously it's history is made. I feel like that number should not be touched by any means. That's just me on a
Mm.
personal level. But
And
I
yo, after
mean,
when you,
uh,
I'm gonna say when you done your opinion, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
devil's advocate.
Yeah, as in like, as in like the other side, brother.
Oh, okay, all right,
That's what it's
all right, all
called,
right.
brother. Yeah, because I been thinking like, 'cause I had a lot of time to sit here and think about it. Like, I want you to get your thoughts out though first.
Oh, okay, all right. But yeah, though, I just feel like that. You know that number is very, very, very special. That number is very, very special. That's something that's something that's you can't erase that. You can't erase that. You know what I mean? That number is just so so legendary. It's like so legendary, and I don't think that number should touch by anybody. I think that number shouldn't be touched by anybody. There's a few numbers against the Eagles. That Eagles players, that played that should not be touched. The number. I don't know why that number is not retired. That's shocking to me because I know Nick Foles been retired for a while. So, um, but um, but I mean, it's not our number. It's Nick Foles' number, and he did it what he wanted to do and gave it that number to Lemon. And you know, um, we'll see what's going to happen. I think he's not going to keep that number. I think eventually, when something else come available, he's going to change it. But yeah,
Mm,
but in general, overall though, like if I guess I don't know. It all depends on Lemon's intention. If Lemon's intention on him keeping
mm,
that number, then I'm like, oh no, I don't like that. But if his intention on him just keeping that number just for this moment in time until a new number comes available, then I understand. You feel me? But
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm thinking like, cause a lot of people say they don't like it, but and at first I'll be on the same page as that, but then I start thinking like Nick Foles, don't get it twisted. Nick Foles is a part of Eagles history for sure. But when it comes to wearing that number 9, what has Nick Foles done for the Eagles organization besides the Super Bowl? What has he done? Because if you ask me, he hasn't. Besides the Super Bowl, he hasn't done anything to have his jersey retired.
that was
To
enough.
me, to to me, I don't. To me, like you could say that's enough, but to me, I don't really think so.
Why?
Because I'm seeing because I start thinking, bro. People like Deshaun Jackson, the quarterback, is wearing number 10. I done seen many horrible players wear that number 10 since Deshaun Jackson has left the team. And in my opinion, Deshaun Jackson's jersey should be retired, but it's not. Um, then you got the tight end this year is wearing 87, what was Selleck's number. I don't like that, but it's not retired. So it's like when I see Nick Foles already has a statue, something that no other player has. But then you have players like Jalen Hurts, who has done more, who's put in more pain, put in more work than Nick Foles has in the career that Nick Foles had in as an Eagle. So I just start thinking like, and I don't think they're gonna retire Jalen Hurts' number right away. I don't know. I don't feel like they're gonna retire it right away. Not right now. Depending on how his career end. I don't think they're gonna retire it right away. But I'm just like Nick Foles. Literally, all Nick Foles has is the playoff run. That's literally all he is. He doesn't have multiple seasons being the guy. All he has is the playoff run. He has 4 games, and so in my opinion, like I like don't get it twisted. I think Nick Foles is in history, and if his number is going to be retired, cool. But at the same time, it's like I don't know if he really did enough, in my opinion, to have his jersey retired. But if you want to retire his jersey number, cool, because he is a part of history. and I'm not mad at it. So don't for all my Eagles fans, I do love Nick Foles, and I do think he's a part of history. I'm just playing the other side, just giving you a insight of the other side. If I wanted to argue that other side, but I do agree with it. I'm cool with his jersey being retired, but if just so you know, brother, I'm cool with his jersey being retired. But just fighting for the other side right now, what has he done for the in an Eagles jersey besides that 1 year?
You asking me this
Is
now?
1 year? Yeah. I'm asking you, is 1 year
Oh, okay.
enough to
I'm
get
just.
your number retired?
I,
Is 1 year enough? Just looking at just think about all the Eagles jerseys that's been retired. I mean, Donovan McNabb has multiple seasons as an Eagle. Brian Dawkins has multiple seasons. Reggie Wright has multiple seasons of dominating. Nick Foles has one playoff run, not a full season, a playoff run. You feel me? That's why I'm like, when you compare them to the names that's already been retired, Shady McCoy has multiple seasons of dominating. Nick Foles only has 4 games. He has 4 games, and of course you could say they was the biggest 4 games and the biggest. They did the most for their franchise, our first Super Bowl. But he wasn't the only one who did it. I mean, Zach Ertz was a part of that too. Zach Ertz played crazy. So yeah, I want you to answer that for me, brother. What is that? You think one playoff run is enough to get your jersey retired,
um,
or
no.
did Nick Foles
I
do enough to get his?
yes, my opinion. Yes,
Okay,
I believe yes. Um, what'd you say?
I said okay. I'm listening, but I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that he done enough. To get his number retired. Um, you got to remember, he you got to remember he did play with the Eagles for a while. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
before that championship even happened, he did play for the Eagles for a while. He was be with the Eagles. I mean, he was playing this season, playing with the NFL for 11 seasons. He was playing with the Eagles for 6 years.
You're right, but most of his time he was a backup. He backed
Yeah,
up. He
but
backed up Michael Vick and he backed up Carson Wentz. He did. I think I'm pretty sure he did have his years where he did start, but he didn't dominate on his starts.
he ain't dominate, but he did
Not
put
to say.
stats up.
Can you tell me his career stats with the Eagles
Let me
when you
see.
get the chance?
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I need to know because to me, like Deshaun Jackson is one of the best deep threats of all time, and his jersey is not retired. So I'm just playing the comparison game.
Well,
What
well,
Deshaun Jackson did.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It does. I mean, what I did hear about it was just because you're retired as an Eagle, it does take time for you to have your number retired. So I think you got,
Takes five
huh?
years.
Yes, 5 years.
Takes 5 years.
Yeah, it takes 5 years.
Deshaun Jackson retired before. It's been 5 years, and I know that.
Or
4 years, but you gotta understand this too, though. Nobody's worn the number 9, so I don't. It does take time,
it's
but
too special, brother.
nobody's
It's too
worn number
special.
9. Nah, bro, number 10 is too special.
That
Number
too.
10 is too special in
I'm
my
not.
eyes.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I
That's
feel like that. I feel like
no, no.
that. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm not disagreeing with. I'm not disagreeing with you either. But when it comes to retirement, I will forever until the Deshaun Jackson number is retired. I will forever hold anybody retired and getting the jersey retired to Deshaun Jackson because Deshaun Jackson, that's my guy. That's my favorite player.
I,
So
I,
I gotta
I mean, I feel you on
go ahead,
that.
brother.
I know. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I feel like that Deshaun deserves his not only him retired, but as his number retired. I feel like that's a legendary number. He's one of the greatest wide receivers the Eagles ever had. I feel like nobody should touch number 10. Absolutely, bro. I feel like that's the 25. They should not touch Shady McCoy's number 25. He's one of the greatest running backs we had in Eagles history. I don't think they should touch number
Hmm.
25. Number 86. I don't think they should touch 86. Zach Ertz was the greatest, one of the greatest tight ends we ever had. I don't think they should touch 86 as well. Um, what's his name? Uh, Brent Selleck, Hall of Famer,
Mm-hmm.
87. I think should be retired. Lane Johnson, 65, should be retired. 62,
Mm-hmm.
Jason Kelsey should be retired. No team, nobody should be able to touch that number. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But go back to your joint. Our fan said Nick Foles had a passer rating of 93.2 with 807 8,007 and 703 yards, 58 touchdowns, 28 interceptions, and 40 games for the in his Eagles career.
See that just don't sound that don't sound enticing to me. I like when I hear that I don't hear jersey retirement. Like I don't get me wrong, I get the run. I get the run. So if we going off the run, of course, I can see why he would get his jersey retired, but off numbers, I don't see it. That's just me. I don't see it, but I respect anybody who we decide to get their jersey retired. I respect it for sure, but I just off the just numbers, I just don't see it.
It, depending on how you look at it, bro. Because he accomplished what no other quarterback did. That's just the God honest truth, bro. And that's what makes it
Now
so. That's what makes it so
at the
legendary,
time he did.
huh?
At the time he did, yes. I said at the time because Jalen
I
Hurts
mean,
did it. Our guy Jalen Hurts
yeah,
has done it.
yeah, I know it. Yeah, Hurts has done it
Yeah,
now. You know what I mean? He about to get another one like a
yeah,
flop. But I'm just
yeah,
saying it. But
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yes,
saying
sir.
in general, he the first one that did it. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes it so special and monumental. And not to mention now he did it. He was a backup quarterback, did it against the greatest uh, quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. Like that was literally a dream, like a sleep dream. I would have never thought Nick Foles
No, it
would
was.
go toe to toe with Tom Brady. Then also you got to remember in the Super Bowl he brought out a legendary play, Philly special. That's a legendary play they're going to know for NFL history, brother. So just by that one game, you know what I mean? You can say, "Oh yeah, this is a 4 games, something like that." I mean, the playoff run was crazy. He was going crazy. Nick Foles was going crazy, but that Super Bowl really made his legacy just by him alone, giving the Eagles their first championship ever, Lombardi Trophy ever. That will make you cement and legacy forever. No matter what you've
I
done,
agree.
no matter what you've done. Now I understand he probably didn't do enough in his career to say, okay, he's not he's not really that much worthy enough to have his number retired. I get that part. I understand where you're coming from, but it closed the whole deal when he did what he did. It was over after that. Like it didn't matter what he did, past tense. You know what I mean? It didn't matter what he did and what he did in that Super Bowl that made it like, okay, this man he was a hero. The man was literally a hero to the Eagles, bro. He was literally a hero. You know what I mean? Nobody has
Yeah,
ever
but
done it.
I think this is gonna be one of those situations where I, I'm I'm just on the line. Like I see I'm cool with his jersey being retired, but I feel like I can fight. I can make an argument for him not having his jersey retired because to me, he didn't do enough to have his jersey retired. But I'm not mad at his jersey being retired. I feel
I
like
understand that.
that
He ain't
Super
doing
Bowl,
nothing.
yeah, I feel like that Super Bowl run was legendary. He was a hero to the city for sure.
But
But he
that's what I'm
also had
saying.
something that no, I agree. But he also has something that no other player probably will never have. He has a statue in the city. You feel me? No other player in Eagles history has that. He's the only player in Eagles history as a backup because of that run. That's
And you
something
know why?
that I think is more special. I know, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I agree. I think that's more having that statue is more special than having your jersey retired to me. From to me, I feel like having that statue is really you cementing in Philadelphia legacy. You're that's gonna be there forever. That's something that people's kids are gonna see. Nobody's gonna look up the jersey numbers for real as time goes on. But he's a retired, he's gonna be an Eagles Hall of Famer, or if he's not already, he's an Eagles Hall of Famer. He could be in the Hall of Fame. I guess I probably
Yeah, I
I
don't
probably would
see it.
argue that
I don't
too
see
if he's in
it.
the Hall of
I ain't
Fame.
gonna
Yeah,
lie. I don't
yeah.
see it.
Yeah. I would argue that too if I see him put the gold jacket on. But he's an Eagles Hall of Famer
I
and
wouldn't
he
be
has a
surprised
statue
though.
out. I wouldn't be. I no, I would be surprised. I would be surprised. I'd be
He ain't
more
no first
surprised at him
ballot.
getting a gold jacket than this.
He ain't no first
Yeah,
ballot.
no, yeah. He definitely ain't no first ballot. But I would be surprised if he if he gets a gold jacket before players like Zach Ertz. If he gets a gold jacket before
Oh,
people like
time
Zach
out.
Ertz,
Wait, time out. You said Zach wasn't no Hall of Famer.
no, because he's not. No, that's why I said if he gets one before Zach, I think Zach Ertz would get a gold jacket before him,
Zach
before
gonna get his that
Nick
gold jacket.
Foles.
Period, brother. He gonna get his gold jacket. Period.
Mm.
Now he
I
might
ain't
not
gonna
go
say all
first
that.
ballot. He might not go first ballot, but he's gonna get a
Uh,
gold jacket.
well, when that time comes, then that time comes, brother.
All right, we're gonna talk about that on
All right,
Monday's next show. That's all right. We're gonna talk about that
all
on
right,
Monday's
all right.
show.
First, and when that
But
time comes, that time will come.
no, but I agree with you saying. I feel like that I mean, the stats show that he didn't do enough to have his jersey up. To be to retire. I agree with you on that. But I think it shut it all down when he did what he did. You know what I mean?
Okay,
What he did that
so
made it.
if
But
I was gonna say if we going off that, cause I'm cool. If we're gonna move the goalposts, then I think my next question would be
okay,
what does it take to get your jersey retired? Because if it's not, if we going, let's just say, it's more than just stats. If we just not going to just base it off stats, then what does it take? Because I feel like anybody can have a. Let's just say. Let's just say. I mean, I'm just going to think of a player. A good player that's been for who's name a good player for us that's been good for us.
um,
Um,
Saquon,
Saquon. I can't say Saquon because I feel like Saquon, to me,
he gonna be
What
legend.
Saquon has done is he should have his jersey retired to me.
Oh, it's gonna
What
happen.
Saquon
Oh,
has
it's gonna
done,
happen.
yeah. To me, that's why I say like if Nick Foles played that whole season, I could be like cool. So that's why what Saquon did is more impactful to me than what Nick Foles did. Even though Nick Foles did give us our first Super Bowl for sure, but Saquon rushed for 2,000 yards.
Let me figure
Say it
out
to
now.
and so
Dallas Goddard.
so that's why okay. So if Dallas Goddard was to just go crazy in the playoffs, Dallas Goddard has been so good for us too. Okay, I'm just gonna we just what yeah, just go back to the original question. What does it take to get your jersey retired?
um, I mean, I mean, I don't know, but but I mean, I feel like that. Like, all right, let me give you an example. I feel like, well, let me give you a
Mm,
couple examples. I feel like things that
all right.
I feel like that things accomplished that never have been accomplished can put you into that category that like, okay, we can, you know, have your record, have your name, have your jersey retired. Like
Mm,
AJ Brown. AJ Brown is one of the best wide receivers we ever had in Eagles history. He leads, he
mm,
leads the the Eagles in wide receiving yards to this day.
mm,
You know what I mean? That's
mm,
a milestone. Things that he did, have four consecutive
mm.
seasons. Uh, the four consecutive seasons.
I was about to say I'm glad you named AJ Brown. So even with all the drama that he's caused, do you think AJ Brown is going to have his jersey retired?
Absolutely,
It- You think so?
absolutely, absolutely. It should. He should. I don't know, but he should. I mean, despite all the crap that he did, I mean, he did special in that number 11. The man, those type of stuff that I was telling you about, leading the receiving yards and all that type of stuff, and him having consecutive 1,000 yards each and every single year that he played. Uh, three Pro Bowls, am I mistaken? Three or two, right? Three, three
Hmm.
out of the four. That was all in Philly and a Super
See,
Bowl champion. That's a lot, brother. That's a lot. That's
it is
carry
a lot,
weight,
but
bro.
that's why to me, he didn't do enough to retire his jersey. That's just me though.
What?
That's why when it comes, yeah, that's why I don't retiring jerseys. I don't. It's like you gotta be something like to me something crazy. Like when I think of like I'm tough. I'm tough on anybody for retired jerseys, brother, because that's for life. That's for life. I don't think anybody should just have their jersey retired just for playing, having great seasons. I feel like you gotta really be a legend.
I
I feel
said
like only
he
legends. I
was
don't
he
feel like
was he was being a legend in
I feel like
Philly.
AJ Brown. Yeah, I feel like if AJ Brown was to finish his career in Philly, I'd be like, yeah, legend. But I don't feel like because AJ Brown has had two great seasons. After that, he
Four,
went off for whatever reason. And
four,
four,
bro, four, brother, four. Now, if
four,
you talk about like 12,
four.
1,200 yards, and that's different. All right, then that's cool. But I'm just saying in general, like, if you talking about that, then
No,
that's all right
he's
too.
played for it. He, he's played for us for 4 years, right?
Yeah, you're right. And out of
Yeah,
those four
he
years,
only
he
had two
never.
great seasons. In great seasons. He only had two.
But he got three Pro Bowlers
No, he do.
out of the
I'm not
four.
against you on that. I'm saying I say, but he only had even players like Micah Parsons is not gonna have his jersey retired for the Cowboys.
Oh, I already know
So
that.
that's
I already
why.
know that.
But Michael Parsons did more than AJ Brown did for the Eagles, besides the Super Bowl. And when you
I
start naming
disagree with you on
accomplishments,
that, bruh.
when we start naming accomplishments, he's done more than AJ Brown. In my opinion, I totally agree. I believe that. But I don't think Michael Parsons should have his jersey retired for the Cowboys as well. So it's just when it comes to having your jersey retired, I feel like you just got to do something crazy. Like I don't know, I don't know.
No, I
Maybe
mean,
I'm too hard, but I can't.
yeah, you pretty hard, brother. Because I mean, so all right, so when AJ Brown is done,
Mm,
do you feel like they're gonna retire his jersey?
no, I feel like
So you feel like he's gonna
no.
retire Eagle? He's not gonna retire his jersey. He's gonna retire Eagle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
think I think he can. I can't see. I just can't see because I watched the
like
I
for
watched a
example.
podcast earlier.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I watched a podcast earlier with Acho and all them. At what point? Because if we just start retiring every jersey number, what jersey numbers is going to be left? There's not gonna be no jersey numbers left,
I'm
brother.
crying.
We're gonna start seeing people with jersey 103 on. It's gonna be jersey numbers in the hundreds because every jersey, if we just go off of great players in the league, it's a lot of great players in the league. But every just because you're great in the league doesn't mean your jersey should get retired. So that's just me. It's a lot of great players. Like you got players like Odell. Odell was a great player for the Giants. He was great. He's a legend in New York. I don't think 13 should be retired though. You feel me? It's just it's a lot of people. When it comes to retired jerseys, I think you gotta be a legend. Not only a legend, but a Hall of Famer to have that jersey
I feel
retired.
like
To
AJ's
me,
a legend, bro.
I can't say that.
I feel
I
like
can't say
AJ's
that.
a
I think
legend,
AJ
bro.
is a great player.
I
I
feel like
think AJ is
AJ.
a great player. Like I said, I feel like Hurts, when it's all said and done, I feel like Hurts will be a legend in Philly. I
Oh, no
think
doubt.
number one should be retired. You feel me? That is like it's levels to this when it comes to
If he gets
to me
another
when it comes
title,
to jersey retirements.
if he gets another title, he's
I
gonna get
think
a statue.
even I hope so. I think right now Jalen Hurts deserves to get his jersey retired. That's to me. If we gonna offer just Nick if Nick Foles has his jersey retired, I think Jalen Hurts did more than Nick Foles. Gotta went toe to toe with the best quarterback in the league and Patrick Mahomes 2 times. Outplayed him and took us to 2 Super Bowls.
Okay,
Outplayed the QB 2 times. You feel
okay,
me? That's to
okay,
me. That's what you call a legend. Somebody who cemented their legacy. AJ
okay.
Brown had 2 great seasons. AJ Brown 2 great seasons, and even what is the four? You keep saying what's the other two?
I said he has four. He has four consecutive times that he went over 1,000 yards, bro.
Bro, that's not a great. 1,000 yards is not a great season, bro.
But that's
That's
a
what I keep.
record, though.
That's what you gotta understand. That's cool. That's cool. I think
Not a
Smitty will
lot
break
of,
that record.
but you gotta say it. Not a lot of wide receivers can do that. Like even the best ones,
But you
like
know,
the Jamar Chase.
that's no.
I'm keeping it
Jamar
real.
Chase has had 1,000 yards. That's
No,
not
not
real, bro. Because
consistent.
Jamar Chase has had a
Not
thousand yards. Yes,
not
he
four times
has.
in a row.
Yes, he has. AJ Brown has four. He got a record for the Eagles, not for the NFL, bro. The Eagles.
But
That's because the Eagles haven't had no. But
that's
look at
not
Jamar
legendary.
Chase stats, bro. Look at no, because the Eagles haven't had no real tough receivers besides To. Besides To and Deshaun Jackson. Let's be real. Let's be real. I think Devontae Smith can have. Okay, watch this. When out in 5 years,
Careful.
let's revisit this. Yes, I'm in 5 years. Let's revisit it. Devontae Smith will break that. I guarantee
Break
it.
what?
I guarantee. 4 consecutive seasons of 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards is
I
nothing.
mean,
That is
he
nothing.
already got four already.
No, he doesn't.
He got
Not
three.
consecutive. Not consecutive.
I
He
know he
probably he
got more
probably
than
got two
three.
right
I
now.
know he got three. I know he got three.
No. You're right. He probably got three.
Yeah, I know he got three. I know
He
it
probably
ain't
got
two. I
three.
know he got three.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you he'll break it. That's why I say it's not legendary because it's Devontae is gonna break that by far, and I believe Devontae will finish off as a Philadelphia Eagle. So I guarantee you Devontae will have 8 consecutive years with 1,000 yards. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
That's fine.
So
That's fine. But I
and
think that I think Devontae is going to retire Eagle, but I don't think they're going to retire his number. That's how I
that's
think
cool.
about it.
And if Devontae's not getting his jersey retired, no way in hell that AJ Brown is getting his jersey retired. In my opinion, AJ Brown, I would say AJ Brown is the best Philadelphia Eagle receiver to put on a jersey, but I don't
One
think
of the
he's did enough
best.
to get his jersey retired. Yeah, I can say that confidently that AJ Brown is one of the best receivers that ever put on the Eagles jersey, but he hasn't done enough to retire his jersey. I tell you that, not enough. Two great years is not enough. That's not enough. You keep throwing out the number four, and he only had 2 great years. He had 2 great years.
Or
The other 2 years was down years. One year was because we was running the ball with Saquon, and the other year is because we had Kevin Patullo, one of the worst offensive coordinators of all time.
but he
So
was still getting 1,000
he had
yards
he had
though.
two he had 1,000 yards and he had less yards than Smitty. So again, he had 2 great years. He had 2 great. There's a reason why he wants to get off the team because he had 2 great years, and it was a beautiful 2 great years. And in those 2 great years, he did not win us a Super Bowl. So
But he went to the Super Bowl twice.
to me,
Lost
he,
one,
he
won
did.
one.
He went to the Super Bowl twice.
Got
Yes,
three
he
Pro
did.
Bowls out of the
But I'm
four.
talking. I'm talking about in the two. Well, and he did go to 2 Super Bowls, but I don't. Only I'll give him credit for one of those. As far as I truly believe this, the Super Bowl that we won, that Saquon and the defense took us to the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's fine.
In my opinion,
That's
I think
fine.
I think Jalen Hurts won. I think Jalen Hurts won us the Super Bowl, but the defense and Saquon took us to the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's fine.
That's how I look at it. I don't be
But you
like
got to remember. But you got to
AJ.
remember, AJ Brown was one of the people that he threw the ball to the end zone.
He was, but AJ Brown's not the person that we talk about winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's fine.
We don't talk
That's
about
fine.
just like when we talk about our first Super Bowl, we talk about Philly, Nick Foles. We talk about that touchdown that Zach Ertz got. When we talk about the Eagles Super Bowl, we talk about the dagger and we talk about Cooper DeJean pick six. That's what we talk. We don't talk about AJ. We don't say, oh, remember that play AJ made. We don't say that. We talk about the dagger and Cooper DeJean. That's just the honest truth, brother. That's the honest truth. Now, if we would have won that Super Bowl the first time, yeah, for sure. But we didn't win that Super Bowl. So that's the times where I can remember AJ Brown making a play and we talking about AJ Brown play. The second one, we don't talk about AJ Brown.
Because you tell the
When
truth
we
though,
talk,
that's the crazy thing about it. That's made it so funny.
I'm saying, brother. Exactly. When we think about
I'm
AJ Brown in the
crying.
Super Bowl, we think about AJ saying that it wasn't enough. That's what we associate AJ with when we talk about Super Bowl. We don't think about him being making a play in the game. Think about him
Not
saying that it
fulfilled
wasn't
enough.
enough and he wanted more. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, so
That's
when we
what I said.
come
Despite
like
all that drama,
Nick.
he still was a good player, bro.
Yeah, so it's like AJ to me, AJ Brown is a great player
I'm
and one of the
crying.
most
That was
dominant
so laughing.
receivers, but I can't say that he should have his jersey retired. I can't say that. I can't say, especially with all the names like Deshaun Jackson, his jersey not retired.
Yeah,
Brent Selleck, his
Jackson,
jersey not retired.
his
So
number should have been retired a
it's
long
just
time
it's so
ago.
many people. Yeah, it's a lot of great players that came through this organization and their jersey is
Yeah,
not retired. So it's like I can't be like AJ Brown should have his jersey retired off of his short amount of time
that's
because it,
understandable.
it wasn't it wasn't like as impactful as a Saquon. Now, and I say if Saquon, I do feel like Saquon does have to have another good year though. Not 2,000 yards, but he has to have another good year because he had the 2,000 yard, and then he had a down year. So he has to have another great year for me to be like he should have his jersey retired. But I think he's more up there because he had a more legendary season than AJ Brown has.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
The legendary season or the legendary Super Bowl that you call Nick Foles. If you add Saquon in there, they probably put a statue on Saquon with him hitting his head in the goalpost in that snow game when it's all said and done
yeah.
because of that legendary season. You gotta do something that's
Mm-hmm.
legendary. The fact, I mean, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you on that. Nick Foles ain't do a whole lot to say, okay, listen here, we need to retire his number. We need, to do all this stuff. But he did something legendary to make him be a legend, just like what Saquon did.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say I want to see this again because I feel like you think that I'm against Nick Foles.
Oh no, no, I
I'm
don't
not
think you
against
against
Nick
Nick
Foles
Foles.
having his. Okay. I just want to
No,
make
no, no,
sure you
no.
know that I'm not against his jersey being retired. I'm cool with his jersey being retired. I was just trying to show you the other side of it though. I was just showing the other side if I wanted to make the argument. But I'm cool with Nick Foles getting his jersey retired because I do think he's a hero in Philly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, I get what
but
you're
yeah,
saying. I get what you're saying that he didn't do like before all that happened. Before all that happened, when he was still like playing with the Eagles and being a quarterback and him and all that stats, he didn't have enough to like say, oh, he's one of the great quarterbacks we ever had. You know what I mean? I
mm,
can, I can validate that. I can definitely validate that. I can respect that. But you know what I'm saying? He
but
did
then
something. Huh? Go ahead.
I was gonna say even with the run though he did have the special run, but isn't it also fair to be like you don't know we will never know if Nick Foles would have been able to get that legendary run without Carson Wentz. If Nick Foles was asked to play that whole season, we don't know if Nick Foles would have been able to get that Super Bowl.
But he
You
did
feel
the
me?
job
We
though.
we
He
like
finished the job.
no, he did do his job, but I'm saying we don't know that. A lot of people forget about what Wentz did because Wentz had an MVP season. He was having an MVP season before he got hurt.
He did.
So you feel me? It's like as much of a that's why I think the playoff run to me is a little bit different from Saquon having a legendary season. because I can say for a fact that without Saquon, ain't nobody was going to get to. I don't think we was going to get to the Super Bowl. I can say that without a
I
fact.
agree with that.
I can also say for a fact that if without Nick Foles, we wouldn't have won our first Super Bowl. But I can also say for a fact that I don't know if
I
Nick
can't say
Foles.
that. I can't say that.
Well, I mean, I'm saying if Carson Wentz didn't got hurt, if Carson Wentz got hurt, I do think that we could have still got a Super Bowl. If Carson Wentz
Okay,
was playing,
all right,
I
cool.
believe that Carson Wentz could have got the
Because
Super
I
Bowl.
didn't believe in Nick Foles when he came in.
Yeah, no. I'm saying a different backup. If we had another backup. I don't believe another backup could have won the Super Bowl. I
Right.
think Nick
Okay. All
Foles
right.
is the only backup that could have won that Super Bowl. But I do also
Uh
believe that Carson Wentz could have won it. You think another backup could have won?
no, I ain't gonna hold it. I didn't think Nick Foles was gonna win.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying that I thought he was going to win either. But I'm saying I'm just going off of just this, the history and going off of Nick Foles already won. I'm saying I
I
don't
think
think
no
if you
backup was gonna win, whether it was him
exactly
or
that's what I'm
somebody
saying.
else.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think no backup could have won that. But Nick Foles is the only backup that after him doing it, I think he's the only backup that could have did it. I don't think no backup like in the history, brother, could have won that Super Bowl. I
And
don't think
that's
no backup is winning the
legendary.
Super Bowl besides Nick Foles. Yeah, no, that is legendary. That's why I agree. That's why I'm cool with his jersey getting retired. I'm just playing the other side, brother. I'm cool. I think he a hero. I believe in Nick Foles. That's my dog. That's my
Hey
that's my
Nick.
dog, brother. I'm
Hey
just
Nick.
saying though, but just playing the other side. When you just I'll just start thinking. I played the other side when I was watching all these videos of because everybody's speaking so highly of Nick Foles, but then you start naming all the other players who got their jersey retired. The only other quarterback that got their jersey retired is um McNabb. McNabb's the
He
only other
didn't win no
quarterback I
championship.
believe. You feel me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Michael Vick has done a lot. He didn't have his jersey retired. Um, I'm not sure if Randall Cunningham if his jersey is retired or not. I can't think about if
It
anybody's going
should.
wearing number 12.
It should.
Yeah, it should, but I can't think of it from the top of my head if it's retired or not. But Michael Vick, number 7. I mean, you see Keely Ringo wearing that happily. So it's like
He's
when
a
you tell me
disgrace
these
to that
numbers,
number
it's
seven.
like
I'm telling you. He's a disgrace to that number seven. Oh my God. I don't even want to see him.
yeah, yeah, I don't need it, brother.
Vic would be
So
ashamed.
yeah, that's why I was just like looking at the other side. I just wanted to pick your brain about it, especially since I knew that you was on a. You said you didn't like it at first, so I just wanted to see how you defend that argument.
Oh, I feel you on
So
that.
you
I
you did
mean,
me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I feel you on that. It was yeah, it just I don't know. It just like I understand, because everybody kind of forget what Carson Wentz did, but it's like
Mm,
but it's like what Foles did. It kind of like it was like no one could have imagined that. No one could have ever pictured that. Like him stepping toe to toe with Brady, throwing those type of bombs and all that type of stuff. It was literally a movie that was literally like nonfiction. Like we never thought it was
mm,
going to happen. If you told like if somebody came on the street and said, "Yo, Nick Foles gonna do this and do that," who's gonna look at him like he crazy on drugs? Like right?
no, you're right.
And that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like he literally like did a whole fairy tale. Like he literally did a fairy tale, man. Like Poe did a
Mm,
whole fairy tale story, bro. Like nobody would ever predicted that, bro. Like I mean, and then not only that, he brought the first championship to the city of Philadelphia, and that's
mm,
monumental. That's monumental. Now I agree. Hurts did more than Foles, absolutely. I feel like Hurts is going to get when it's all said and done, he's going to he should have his number retired for all the stuff that he's done.
mhm.
You know what I mean? He should have his number retired and all that. But you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like no one would ever predict what Nick Foles did. Like that's something legendary. That's something that that you can't even explain for real, for real. That's something that's and it explain that's worth having a statue. Like with Saquon, like what he did that year, that was amazing. That was amazing, bro. Like I want to say something else, but I can't. You know what I mean? But that was amazing, bro. Like no, that was crazy what he did, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like that was insane. And so like I really believe that when it comes down to it, when it's over in his career, he might get a statue.
Yeah, I mean, I would want that. I want to see that. I would love to see people like Saquon or Jalen Hurts with a statue. But at the same, I don't think it will happen. In my honest opinion, I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it's gonna happen. But should they? Yeah, but I think that's why I feel like that statue for Nick Foles should hold more weight than the jersey retire because I don't think no player will ever have a statue like ever.
Yeah, nobody will ever
It's
do
not
what he
like
did. Nobody will ever did what he did.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I mean, yeah, yes. It's like yes to me, but no to me because yeah, I don't think no other backup was going to win the Super Bowl. But I think Jalen Hurts can win multiple Super Bowls and not get the statue. That's just
Yeah.
how I that's what I think. That's why I think so.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's
nobody can
gonna
do
happen.
exactly what Nick. You don't think Jalen Hurts gonna win multiple Super Bowls?
No. I think it's gonna happen. I think he's gonna win multiple
Uh,
Super Bowls, but I do believe they're gonna wind up
yeah,
give him a statue eventually.
yeah. I don't think so because the
And
one
if it
thing
doesn't, that'd be
football
a
players are
shame.
not known football players are not known for getting statues. That's why I think it's so monumental for Nick Foles because football most the statues go to basketball players. All the Hall of Famers for basketball get the statues. We
Yeah.
don't know football players got statues besides Nick Foles. You feel me? Not even the people that's already got like gold jackets that's already in the Hall of Fame. They don't even
Like
got
Ray
statues.
Allen, like
It's,
Ray.
it's
I mean Ray
only
Lewis. He got a
or
statue.
yeah, Ray Lewis. Yeah. Yeah, Ray Lewis, but that's because Ray Lewis was a legend for that city. You feel me?
Yeah,
But somebody like Reggie White is a all time great for the Eagles, but he doesn't got a statue. Only Nick Foles. That's why I said like that
I
statue,
feel you.
Nick
I
Foles
feel you.
statue.
I'm starting to
Like
realize
yeah,
it.
that's why I
I
said
feel you. I feel you.
yeah that plays to me. I feel like that's more significant than his jersey getting retired because that's something that nobody's gonna ever have. Nobody can ever take that statue away from Nick Foles because nobody's gonna ever have it. That's even Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson got that his statue. He's engraved. Even though I don't think Doug Peterson is the best coach for the Eagles of all time.
Me either.
You feel me? You
But what
got
he did was monumental.
Nick. No, what he did for sure. That's why I think that's more impactful. I feel like that's something that you can bring your kids. You can bring your kids and your next generations around to see that.
That's history.
Now they can't do that with
That's
the jersey. Yeah,
that's
that's
legendary history.
you're engraved in history. Yeah, not only for the team but for the city.
Yeah,
Statue, you're part of the city history with having a statue. That's why I feel like that's just so more impactful. If you get a statue, you're on another level because it doesn't happen for football players.
that's understandable. I feel that. That was a great
Yeah,
debate. Great talk. I ain't gonna lie, that was good.
yeah, brother. Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure we talked about it because I knew that I had a lot to say about it. I knew I had a
Yeah,
lot
you
to say, and
did.
I knew you would have a lot to say too, brother. So yeah, that was a great last topic to close it out. We've been here for almost an hour and a half.
I know.
Started
We
started
had one
late.
more topic,
See,
but
and what was the last topic? I don't got no topics today.
the Nigerian rookie.
Okay, okay. What
I
about him?
was
What
gonna
about him,
say,
brother?
huh?
I said, what about him, Manny?
Oh, okay. I said, well, the new Nigerian rookie star. How much of a star can he be?
How much of a star can he be? It's a great question. I really think the sky's the limit. I mean, when we look at someone like him, first name I think of is Jordan Mailata. I mean, Jordan Mailata came into the game not knowing anything, and
Yeah.
now he's one of the best at his position. So when we just going off of just this the size and just his abilities,
Mm-hmm.
just as an athlete, I think he's already great. Now it's just about skills. I feel like skills is what's going to really get him to that next level.
Yeah.
And they always say hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. So I feel like he has the talent. It's all about at this point, is he willing to put the hard work in? I mean, I believe he is, just off of just his story and where he's come from,
Mm-hmm.
that he's gonna put the work in. But it's not gonna be easy. He's gonna have to really put that work in to really want to progress.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so yeah, I think the sky's the limit. I think he can be a star. He could definitely be a star. But
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not
Well,
gonna happen because he gotta get he has to get them skills. It's gonna
mm-hmm.
be a learning curve. Is he willing when he gets knocked down, because he's going against two of the best tackles in the league, and Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata in practice. So when they throwing him around, does he have the mental capacity to get back up and keep fighting, or is he gonna give up? So I think that's what it's going to all come down to.
I feel you on that. I'm not even gonna hold you. You hit it right on the money. I think it's sky's the limit for that young man. Um, his his um his durability and everything is just unbelievable. Um,
Mhm,
I feel like that he's in the right position with the right team. That can give him into the right situation. To
mhm,
develop him right, to train him right, to teach him right, to mentor him right, for him to can be dominant. Um,
mhm,
I feel like that with him, the type of talent that he is, he can be a really record. He can be a record. Um, 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 I know they was comparing his, I guess his weight or his like a durability and stuff like that, and his compound to Miles Garrett. You know what I mean?
mhm,
I think if he puts that work in, which I believe that he will, I believe that boy is going to be something special. I believe he's really going to be something
mhm.
special. 9 out of 10, he probably going to be in defense. I don't see him being on offense, but um, it's all
Yeah,
about
he
putting
going to
that.
play defensive end.
Yeah. And so I feel like it's all about putting that work. And then also, he got a great group of guys that's gonna push him. That's not gonna keep him
Mm.
high and dry.
See, and that's what I was getting ready to add on. I don't know if BG is playing the season or not, but I would love for BG to be there to mentor him. I don't think um as talented as our young guys are, I don't know if they're at that point in their career where they could really helps develop. I think they can help push them, but I don't think they can help develop like Brandon Graham did. I feel like Brandon Graham helped develop a lot of the young guys. I
Uh,
don't know if,
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
especially I don't think, I feel like JC Jalen Carter. I feel like Jalen. I don't think Jalen Carter. I think Jalen Carter's the best, our best defensive lineman by far. But I don't look at him as the guy to mentor someone. I look at him as the guy to help like fuel somebody, like give them energy, get them going. Jordan Davis, I don't look at him as like the mentor guy. I look at him as the guy that can give some tips, but I don't look at him as a mentor. BG, I need that mentor, that BG. I need BG to be in that room.
Well, I can confirm number one that BG said that he's going to stay. He's going to come for one more year. This is last year, and that's
Okay.
it. He said it.
Okay.
He said it in one of the I guess events that he had. I think with his foundation, and
Mhm.
he said he's gonna come for one more year. That's number one. Number two, I mean, yeah, because I understand you don't really look at them like that because they're still young. like Jordan Davis and
Mhm.
Jalen Carter, and you kind of use them as
Mhm.
fuel. I can see Davis as a leader, as a mentor.
Yeah,
Probably
I
over
can see.
time, not
I
now,
can see
not
him as a
now.
leader. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Over
not
time
now,
for
but
sure.
yeah,
I can see. I can see all of them as a leader or a
yeah.
mentor over time. It's just
They
right
too
now
young.
because
Yeah, they
I
too
think
young
about,
right now.
yeah, Jordan Mailata. He came into the game with having Jason Kelsey as a mentor and Lane Johnson, and they was already years in. You feel me?
Yeah,
Jordan Davis just getting his first contract. JC is fighting for his next contract. You feel
he
me?
gonna get
It's
it.
a lot of our young guys. Yeah, he gonna get it. But I'm saying a lot of our guys is gonna be focused on getting it. You feel me?
Yeah,
Getting the money. And I don't
getting that
think they
paper
really focus on being a mentor. Like BG already stamped his legacy.
because
He's
they already
already a
know.
legend.
Yeah, because they already know
So
them
I feel
young
like someone
boys.
like BG, yeah,
Yeah, because they already know them young boys is like it's like win now. You know what I mean? They in win now mode, and
yeah,
they're like trying to show off, their thing. Show them that they belong here and stuff. But yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
hmm,
because BG has been a leader. He's been there for a long time, and so yeah, he's a mentor
yeah,
to basically the whole entire defense. But then you also gotta put on this note, this detail, the guy that they just traded for.
yeah. And I'm glad you said that because that slipped my mind. So I'm cool if with him being a mentor. That I'm good with that too. I'm good with
And
that too. So I'm glad you said that.
I found out that he was actually at rookie camp, rookie mini camp down there, and he was actually helping the young Nigerian guy with Coach Clint
Was was rookie
Garnett.
minicamp was that today? Did that start today?
It was today. Yeah, it was today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to
Uh,
see if they got any notes about that.
Yeah, yeah. I always go back and look at them. But as far as I know, that Garnett was one of the guys that was helping him out with the footwork and giving him advice and all that type of stuff. And including
Mhm.
Coach Clint, was one of the big dude, the big fella dude.
Yeah, well, Coach,
He probably,
that's another. I believe in Coach Clint. I believe Coach Clint is a dog. So
yeah, yeah, he tough. I
I
like
love
him.
Coach Clint to the defense.
I
Yeah,
think if he would have left, we would have been in serious trouble. But
yeah,
say no, I'm
I do
joking.
agree. I know. I do agree. I do think that he is one of the people that can actually talk to Jalen Carter. I don't
Oh
think there's a
yeah,
lot of coaches that Jalen
calm him
Carter.
down.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think a lot of yeah that can calm him down. I think he's one of the guys that can calm him down. So I think we got to do whatever we can to keep them in. But
yeah,
I
real
do
rap.
also believe that one day he will have the somebody will hire him to be a defensive coordinator. So I do
Or
know
head
that
coach, one of the others.
you're a head coach. I think
Yeah,
defensive coordinator is more realistic though. I don't
yeah,
think he's
you're
gonna go
right.
from defense.
Well, let's be later than rather than sooner. We need more
Yeah, yeah,
champions.
that'd be much later.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But yeah, though, I feel like with the young man, he definitely got a lot of not a lot, but he got a good enough support system for him to succeed. With the
yeah.
coaches they have, with Garnett back in the mix, and then BG coming for another year. And then when you
Grenard,
get the chip, huh?
Grenard. You said
Oh,
Garnett.
Gennard, my bad, Gennard. Gennard and
Grenard,
BG
yeah,
and all them other guys.
yeah.
That's going to help him out. That's going to I think it's going to be good for him. But he got to put in the work. He got to do what he got to do. And
Mhm.
and then like I said, we saw him in the draft. That man was emotional, and all he said, all I want is an opportunity, and the Eagles gave it to me,
Mhm.
and I'm going to give it my all. That's basically what he said. And so, I mean, we going to see, what he's made of. It's going to take some time. Like it's going to take time, like you said. Is that things don't come overnight. You know what I mean? It's going to take time for him to develop because he never played in a football field or was associated in football a lot ever in his life. So it's going to take time. But I believe that he has the right environment and the right people that can guide him through and help him be a real star, elite player in this league, especially for the Eagles.
Mhm.
They could definitely be an asset for the Eagles.
Yeah.
But That was all. That's all you want. That you want to say?
Yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah, we
right.
on the same page.
Yeah. We had a long one today. A real long one.
Yeah, alone. I feel like we had some likes today too. I mean, I feel like I don't know if it's the highest amount of likes we got so far, but I feel like we got some good amount of likes today, so
I love
that's
it.
good too.
I love it. We always I love it. Good likes. We got some people that was coming in, chiming in. We thank y'all for coming in and joining on the live. We had somebody came from all the way from what was it?
Now, Jerry.
Nigeria, yeah, Nigeria. I just saw that he just subscribed to our channel, so I'm very excited about that. And so, yeah,
Hmm.
so we all growing. We're growing in one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? We building, and we thank y'all with support. We don't take it for granted. We always gonna give it to you all day, every day. And also, I also wanted to make an announcement for all y'all that we're not only going to be doing our live here on YouTube, but we're going to be pretty soon. We're going to be on doing live stream shows on TikTok as well. So I want y'all to stay tuned on that. Be aware, be alert. We're going to be telling you when it's going to happen. We're still in the works with it, but it's going to be happening. So I'm very excited for us to us for expanding. What's the word? What's the word? Podcast, not only on YouTube but on TikTok and beyond. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm very very excited, and I know Sean excited too.
Hmm. Excited.
We very 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 excited, and we can't wait to go live on TikTok because I know we got a lot of people that's be talking and really be commenting on TikTok. And so I'm,
Hmm.
I'm 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 excited. We got a lot of attraction on TikTok, really a lot. So I'm excited for us to uh expand more and stuff like that. And so with that being said, y'all stay tuned on our alerts. Continue to be on follow us on YouTube. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share it, and leave a comment. You know what I mean? We want to hear from you. We always want to hear from you. And also follow us on our social media platforms and all that. And Sean, you got anything else to say, bro?
Nah, just continue showing love, continue liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing to your friends. We really appreciate everybody doing that. It doesn't take a lot of time to do it. I mean, we put in time for y'all, so we just hope that y'all can just return the time for us.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And we appreciate all the love and the support. And let's continue to grow and build together. And that being said, this is the What's the Word podcast. It's your boy Manny.
It's your boy Sean.
And we out. We'll see you back on Monday, same place, same time. Have a wonderful weekend. Um, and we're also going to be going to give you some content as well about what's going on in the NBA as well during the weekend as well. So don't
Go Sixers.
go Sixers. Go go Sixers. I'm a Sixers fan just for tomorrow night. Just for tomorrow night. Then after that, I'm back to the Wolves. But
Hmm.
yeah, so yeah, make sure y'all stay in tune in that. And
Mhm.
that being said, have a great day, y'all. Have a great weekend. God bless and take care, y'all.
All right, y'all.